Hello folks, I'm back in my shop this morning and I was hoping to work on the cutty roof. Then I'm going to lay down the doubler for the dashboard. I've run into a little problem though, and I haven't done this before on this project. Some of my epoxy didn't set up. I don't know why. In fact, it was like I didn't mix in any hardener. In just a couple of splotches. So either I didn't mix it well enough in the cup or I did something else. Even I make mistakes. So I've had to go in with a stiff brush and a scraper and acetone and try to remove those blotches. I think I got it cleaned up. It wasn't a whole lot of area, but I'm gonna let it cure out for a long time and then do the best sanding that I can, and then put another coat of carefully mixed epoxy on top of it. So if you're familiar with the plans, these are the forward cabin berth cutty, whatever you call it, styles that you can do on this. I'm doing the Rockport, so that means that I need to move to plan sheet 19C to do my dash doubler. And this is the piece that goes across here and sets me up for the windshield template. Now, as I mentioned before, I got a good bunch of windows at a bargain price, some sea glazed AJR, I think. But I have to make sure that when I put the frames in place that they're going to fit those windows at the right angle. I'm not too worried about doing that. I think I can do it okay. But I need to get that done ASAP because while I have other fixed windows to go around the boat, I want to have 2 custom sliders made for the front, and that takes a long time to have them made. So I need to get that order in ASAP, but I can't do that until I've got the front windshield angle, because it comes at a forward angle of 14-15 degrees. And I need to make sure that's going to match what I ordered. So that's kind of my goal for the day, is to get this doubler down, start to figure out that angle, and in the next day or two get a order in for windows. Well, what you see here is my mocked up windshield. I started out with cardboard templates, cut them to approximate size, then I went to door skin, and then I've finished up here with 1/4 inch marine plywood. Yeah, this was not an easy thing. So it's hard enough when you can build the windshield to specs and then order the windows to fit the space that you've got. But since I had already purchased the windows, I kind of had to cut out cardboard templates and then modify the angles and the sizes just a little bit to fit those windows. It's going to save me some money, so it's worth the time and effort, but it took an extra, quite a bit of time to get that done. So I think it's gonna work well. Next trick, I'm gonna leave it up tonight, let my brain stew on it. And if I still like it in the morning and I'm really comfortable with it, then I'm gonna come back, cut out the blanks for the windows and glue it into place, which is kind of a commitment because that sets up your whole cabin and everything. Hey, it's an exciting day here in Old Silverton, Oregon. I am marking the top of my windshield pattern with the roof line. So this is the jig that is described in the book. It's the roof line mounted on vertical 2x4s at the height that will give you the height of the roof that you want. For me, I want to be able to, well, I'm 6'3" and I want 2 inches of headroom, so that takes me up to 75 inches plus 1/2 inch for the floor, so 75.5 inches. And anyway, I've got these mounted, and now here's what I'm doing. It's kind of cool. It's similar to what you do in the cabin when you're working on the bulkheads. And I've got the roof mounted here, and then I've got a long stick with a blue felt pin mounted on the front. And all I do is, this is nice and level, so I just go up there and I make a mark and I do a little wiggle. I'm gonna zoom in here. bit. Do a little wiggle. Move it over here a little bit. A little wiggle. A little wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And something like this. And I'm going to do this all the way across until I have represented the line of the roof onto the windshield. Once I get the line scribed, then I can take the windshield down. I will fiberglass the back side, or what would be the front side, with cloth and resin, and then I will trim it, and I will cut the window holes out at that point to make sure the windows fit. And then I'll bring it back and I will permanently install it. And from that, then I can start working on the sides. Although before you do the sides, I have to go down and start working on the guts of this thing. So that'll be a whole new stage. And that's where I am. It's kind of cool, cutting wood.